Yo, 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 yo. Um, Back. I'm doing this one earlier, like I said, and also I need to make sure I do it before I forget. I got a little bit more energy because I'm about to get ready for stream and shit. But here I am. Here I am. I dead ass. Oh, my face is so goddamn round. Look at my cheeks, bro. High ass cheekbones. Yeah, I'm about to go live. And I needed to record this. Maybe I can read another poem today. Maybe I'll read one that's not mine. Nah. Uh, Let me see. What was a baseball poem I just saw? No, finality to coalescence. Coalescence. Finality to coalescence. I think I know which contest that one was from. Pine upward, climb beyond. Reach so high that the weight of the sky grazes your fingertips. Writhe, squirm. Tolerate the judgments of the scorn to get over the peak. Struggle, fall. Just to reach another hindrance mimicking you. Progress beyond, pull upward. The summit floods your visions with scenery. Reminisce painful memories. Reminiscence. I did not. I gotta go back and correct this. Reminisce painful memories now painted in golden light. Look forward, knowing you have made the greatest stride. That was supposed to say reminisce on the painful memories. I sometimes don't go quite over my poems sometimes. I wonder if I corrected it on the website. Hold on. Ooh, existence contribution. No, I never did. I gotta go back at that's one thing I gotta do. Maybe I should go back and just edit. Obviously, that probably shouldn't have been printed in a book without me checking, and I should have checked. Um, but before I make any more, before I even consider going through and making more poems, I should go through in all of them. What do I want to read today? Let's read The Promise to the Oppressed. Believe and dream, then things will come to me. Please, I'm trying to read, man. Believe and dream, then things will come to me. Perceive and be perceived, then when people will truly begin to understand me. Work for my work till my eyes hurt, necessits the bound to grace me. Tirelessly learn and uncover the curses that keep us in the past. Then we will address in the structures that hold us back from our future. Then and only then will we be equal. Expose the evil flocking and hiding in dreams that we dreamed. Then we will. Oh my God, so many errors. Then we will work to end the spread of their hatred, exploitation, and oppression of us. Then people will listen. Promise of humanity extending to its reach to include us. Promise of the justification of our pain. Promises of love so strong it can't help but burn away tyranny. Promise of civility. Civility. Promise of civility. Promises of respect so deep when they see us, they see themselves. A promise from our oppressor to stop oppressing. But humanity has not included me. Our pain has no real virtue other than that we are targeted and excluded. Other than we are targeted and excluded. I gotta fix that too. This so-called love, the tyranny seems to thrive in it. This so-called civility, civility, often it's just civil unrest. No respect for me or my kind. only a life of oppression and death for me and my people. When will things come to me before I have believed and dreamt? When will people understand me before I have sought out to understand them? When will success finally place its feet upon my doorsteps before I work till my soul bled? When will peace listen to me about the things that oppress me, for I have carried these structures on my back, bringing them to the light? For no dismantling to occur, for no operations to end, for no inequality to ensue. Will when the evil that we've exposed be persecuted, sought after, and hunted down? For I provided the proof, for I provided the witnesses, for I provided my scars, for I provided my life, for them to thrive, for them to be able to prey on others, for them living their dream at our expense. For them living their dream at our expense. Yeah, I gotta go and edit that. That is supposed. I had wrote. Um. A pain has no real virtue other than that. Other than that, we are targeted and excluded. That needs to be rephrased. So this one only had like two issues. That one needs that work. That line needs to be rephrased. And it was, then will we work? Then will we work? No, wait. I actually meant this right. Expose the evil flocking and hide in the dreams that we dreamed. Then will we work? Then will we work to end the hatred? So I'm saying here, expose the evil flocking in the dreams that we've dreamed. Expose the evil that. How did I expose the evil flocking and hide in the dreams that we dreamed? And I guess what I'm saying here is that I guess I'm saying is that evil is hiding everywhere in our dreams and our dreams of wanting to do things. Like for say like black capitalism. This poem was written from my perspective as a black person. For capitalism, there's evil inside those dreams. And once we expose that, then our oppressors will work. Then when will we work? There's asking the question, then will we work? Okay, if I tell you even the black capitalist is evil, then will we work to end the spread of the hatred, exploitation, and oppression of us? Then people will listen. It was a question. That wasn't wrong. But that was the only thing. Our pain has no real virtue other than that we are targeted and excluded. That needs to be rephrased. That kind of doesn't make any sense. Expose the evil flocking to hide any dreams that we dreamed. Then will we work? Then will we work to end then will we work to end the spread of their hatred, exploitation, and oppression of us. It's called The Promise to Oppress. Basically, the whole poem goes over the promises I think people that are oppressed are given. Oh, um, no, you're black, you experience like all this negative stuff. No, it's just because of this. It's just because of that. There's no racism. It's just because black people aren't working hard enough. Oh, there's nothing wrong with capitalism. You're just not doing enough. Oh, give me proof. There's no proof. Oh, Trump is racist. Give me proof. Give them all the proof. Nothing happens. They still say he's not racist. I think I especially hit on that point when I say, when will people listen to me about the things that oppress me? For I carry these structures with my back, bringing it to the light. Basically saying all the structures that are structurally made to oppress black people, we have brought them out to the light for everybody to see. And then I go, for no dismantling to occur, for no operations to end, for no inequality to ensue. Basically, the structures that are causing the harm and the oppression are out in the light for everybody to see, but it hasn't been dismantled. No operations have ended. No equality is happening. We all see it. We all see the giant thing in the sky, but nobody's pointing to it and saying we need to take it down. Yeah, the promise to the oppressed. I gotta rework this one line, but it's probably one of the most proud of poems I've ever been of. And it's a sister poem. It's a twin poem. It goes along with my other one, A Call to Us Who Benefit. Basically about the opposite perspective of instead of the oppressed, the oppressor. And this is my perspective written into as a man, given that we do oppress women. We oppress women. We are the oppressors of women. So this is a sister and brother poem. I wanted to talk about my experience as the oppressed and my experience as the oppressor. I guess I should read it. A call to us who benefit, woven and spun into our ego, then threads held together by a sense of superiority from subjugation, depriving us of the accountability that is needed for growth, preventing the birth of a truly compassionate human being. Dares us not to challenge the comfort we bask in, obedient and drinking from the evil and bigotry. Dares us not to challenge the comfort we bask in, obedient and drinking from the evil and bigotry, gorging ourselves on fruits created in ignorance and hatred. And also, it's just not written from the perspective of a man. It's written from anybody who is any oppressive body, oppressive people, or anything. But I put myself in the shoes as a man to write it from a man's perspective, but also writing it from like a white perspective. Know how a white person would oppress somebody, or how any other person would oppress anybody. Is oppression in general. But I think for me, how I relate to this is as a man. Carving out the innocence from the inside, leaving gaps where compassion should be, becoming complicit in atrocities first committed before us, hating ourselves from the inside, conforming and boxing ourselves in, never to realize the potential we all innately have to be truly loving beings, to be truly ourselves without the degradation of others, killing and destroying the relationships around us. If you're a man, you probably can relate. No benefit is worth the oppression of others. No hatred is worth the suppression of ourselves. It is our system to dismantle, is our curse to break. Though the task seems insurmountable, with its inheritors being spawned seemingly infinitely. This is especially true to men. I don't like to think we all upheld patriarchy. I don't like to think that. Well, we all do. We all do. But I don't think it's completely correct to say you're an upholder, rather someone is an inheritor. I think I said this before in one of my videos. I think there's a distinguisher because we all benefit from it. We all benefit from it, whether we inherit it or we uphold it. We all benefit from it, especially versus the oppressed group, versus in comparison to the oppressed group. And I think there's a good difference between the inheritors and the upholders or adopters who adopt it as their own way of life. I think there's a lot of us. There's a good amount of men that don't want patriarchy. There's even more men that don't want some of the elements from it, but still want others. And I'm here just basically saying like those men uphold it, and while other men just happen to inherit it, even though they still uphold it, kind of. You know what? I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. And like an ally of like feminism, or an ally of the LGBTQ, or the ally of black people or minorities. They would, even though they benefit from it, I wouldn't call them the upholders. They will be like the inheritors. Like if you were given a house to live in, are you gonna stand inside the house and live your life, or are you gonna be on the outside of it and say, no, that's just something I got from my parents, I got from the people before me? If that makes sense. With its inheritors being spawned seemingly infinitely, with its adopters spreading its already far reach. Such a painful thing to try to remove from what's so ingrained in our teachings. Stripping privilege from our ego will come with a wound deep enough to shatter the self. Left with no choice but for us to look back and at the ways we've lived in the oppression of our fellow humans, the oppression we thrive in. To look at all our actions with a clear lens, to finally understand or even begin to understand the causality of our ignorance. We must accept the roles and the ones before us played. We must accept the roles we and ones before us played, and the grammation that is oppression. We must set things right. We must truly recognize the inequality we stand on, the inequality made out of the blood and flesh of the oppressed. How can we ever truly call ourselves loving beings? There's supposed to be a one there. How can we ever truly call ourselves loving beings when we stand over the dead and deny their blood is on our hands? We can break the chains. We must break the chains. We can break the chains. We must break the chains. Not just to free those we have killed, not just to free those whose blood we frolicked in, but also to free us from the benefit of, free us from, but also to free us who benefit from becoming murderers. Free our children from inheriting evil. A call to us who benefit. Sister poems. This is probably the poems I'm most proud of, hands down. And probably The Purpose of Light, too. I really like The Purpose of Light. I think it's one of my most, my more, ethereal poems, if that makes sense. Not so much social action, but more like beauty in life. Um, that was really heavy stuff, so I'm gonna end off with a light one. Filter. The day is dark, but there is still sun. The day is gray, but colors still exist. The day is sad, but there are still those who are happy. The day is dark, but there is still sun. The day is gray, but colors still exist. The day is sad, but there are still those who are happy. There's always so much more, man. Maybe one more. I'm liking reading my shit actually. Hold on. One more one that's not really heavy. I write a lot of heavy shit. I think to rid myself of my own heart. Like no, that's not. It's not the time to read that. Even though that's my highest rated poem right now, which I don't think it should be. It's just about me being sad and heartbroken and edgy. Um, there's another simple one I can end off on with. Delegation. Divided by the decisiveness of decisions. Delegation. Um, yeah, I was just feeling something. I gotta go back and remove some of these. All right, but that's me. This was a longer one. My bad. Peace.